Hello and welcome to the Kestros Alpha tutorial. In this section of the tutorial, I'll be going through how to install Kestros using the Docker image, as well as a brief overview of what comes installed with the Kestros Alpha. So we can go ahead and jump over to the Kestros documentation on kestros.io. And at this level, we can see there are two ways of installing Kestros. I can either do the inline docker run command, or I can bring in the Kestros Alpha Docker Compose configuration. For now, I'll just use the Docker run, and I can just copy that command and bring it over, and then we can see that this is using the Kestros Alpha image, and we're currently on the Adapt to 2020 version. Whatever version is on the documentation site is going to be the most up-to-date and is the one that you should use at this point. So go ahead and run that. And this may take a minute or two at the absolute most to go ahead and start up, but usually doesn't take that long. So I'll go ahead and start loading up localhost 8080, and when this is done, it will bring us to the Kestros login page. And there we go. And right now the username and password for the alpha are going to be admin. And when we log in, we're brought to the dashboard, which currently does not have any of the dashboard components because this is in alpha still. So we'll go ahead and just jump over to the sites panel, where we can see the list of all the sites that we currently have installed. So we just have a very basic sample site right now. We can see all of the frameworks and themes that we have installed at the moment. So all of our UI frameworks, and then all of the vendor libraries that compile into those UI frameworks. We can jump into the documentation at this point, as well as see the current validation status. And then we can see all of the components that are currently installed. A few of the features of Kestros that do not come with the alpha include the pop-up validation status notifications and all of the pre-installed documentation. So for any of the documentation, currently you'll just have to go to the Kestros.io documentation site.